Alright, so this is not a video that's going to have like a bunch of cool drums on it or anything like that. This is more one of those real videos I told you guys months and months ago that I was doing my best to try and keep things more real, let you see the backside of what a working musician does. And even though I do kind of a different thing, you know, like I'm getting dripped on here. I've been out here hanging with Sean. Nobody knows Sean. Sean's the rabbit that lives by the studio door. He hangs out here every morning. So, yeah, so what I do is a little bit different because, you know, I do lessons, but I also get hired by different individuals and companies to do different projects because I have a studio, also because I have a video studio. So there's a lot of responsibility that comes with running that and a lot of things that are not drumming related. But then you're also expected to pull off the drumming. So this week I really haven't been able to touch the drums much, and had a session booked and have had it booked for weeks. Tim came out, we put in like a 10-hour day in the studio. I had prepped for the session for 2 days as far as gear, because a ton of new gear had come in, new kits, new heads, new cymbals, new mics, like everything was new. So I'd spent a couple days doing that, and we spent the first part of that day prepping for that. So all the drums in the studio had new heads, tuned those up, had to get all, not only new mic placement, but new mics, a whole new setup that we're testing out to see if we like it. New camera angles, testing the drums. If you've ever been in a studio environment, you know what all that entails. And then after quite a few hours of doing that, we broke for lunch, and then I was expected to come back in, and I had not prepped the parts I needed to prep for what I was doing. So I was coming off stiff on camera, and then came to the playing parts, and I knew when I was recording them that anytime you get in the session and you know what you're doing is not what you could be doing, and you're screwing up real basic things, you A, didn't prep well enough, so shame on you, and B, it's a bad day. So you better just do the basics and then get out of there. And I knew when we were going through the takes that it wasn't. And I'm not just going to tell you like it was a bad day. I'm going to show you some of the footage, and you can see it's just a bad day. So why am I recording this? One, I think it's important that you see people have bad days. You know, I've been in the studio with some killer cats, and they have a bad day. They struggle on the most basic licks. They struggle on a 3-second part that they've got to get just one line, and they're, you know, I mean, 50 takes later, we're still not nailing it, you know. Everybody goes through that, and so, but I didn't just want to like throw this up there and be like, I had a bad day. I wanted to show you some of that, what that looks like, and let you see that, you know, no matter what level you get to or want to get to or want to attain, you're going to have bad days, man. You're going to have days where you get in there and you can't do it. You don't perform, you didn't prepare well enough, or you prepared on a bunch of levels but not the one where you needed to succeed at in that certain moment. And that's what had happened this week. Was there's a lot that comes with running a business and running a studio and making sure all the parts and everything comes that you need for the project, and all of that kind of consumed what I was doing, and then I botched it when it came to the actual performance of what needed to happen. So I've got to do that again. You know, it's going to be a whole new session, you know, and those calls come off on me, and that's just part of business. But you need to understand that you're going to have a bad day, and that's okay. You're going to screw up, and that's okay. You're going to sound like I do in some of these clips, and that's okay. The important thing is that you pick yourself up, figure out what went wrong, and fix it for the next time. I think anybody that succeeds in any field, it's not because they're some special person, it's because they just don't quit. And so if you don't quit, then you can't lose. Like if you don't quit the game, you can't lose the game. So that's the important thing, you know, and so I'm taking a couple of days and just going to kind of explore some new drums I got in the studio, have some fun, going to spend the weekend with the family, hanging out, go see a movie, whatever, and then I'm going to come back on Monday, and I'm going to kill the session. That's just matter of fact, that's what's going to happen. So anyway, I just want to encourage you. If you're having a bad day, if you had a bad day, you had a bad session, you had a bad gig, get over it. We all do. So there's tomorrow, and you can redeem yourself. And sometimes, I'll just go ahead and tell you, sometimes it costs you a gig, sometimes it costs you work, you know. Sometimes your bad day comes at the wrong time, and you really screw it up, and you get fired for maybe your playing didn't come up to par, or maybe you know, having a bad day personally, and you just react to something wrong, and that gets you fired. But don't worry, there's always tomorrow. So I'm gonna go play some drums now, hang out with Sean John for a little bit, if he's still over there, and then come back Monday. We do this thing all over again. There's so many symbols in here, man. Get in my way! That work?
You done?
What?
Or are you done recording for today?
Yep.